And well taken by Mark Waugh, so he finishes it off. And Australia have won the series 3-1. Mark Waugh finishing it off with a caught and bowled. So a very good match for the Australians. Jeffrey Marsh getting 100. Alan Border, a tremendous return to form, hitting a quick fire 79. And then Steve Waugh and Craig McDermott both getting their 100th wicket in one-day internationals. But Courtney Walsh, last man out, caught and bowled by Mark Waugh.
So Mark Waugh comes on. His brother had a rather rough time of it early on. 3 overs for 33. That's over the top, and Whitney takes it. Richards goes. So Richards caught by Whitney, didn't quite get enough bat on it, and even though it's a short boundary, Richards goes, and the West Indies are 4 for 155.
Viv Richards deciding to take Mark Waugh on straight away, going for the short boundary down the ground, but the ball was never really full enough. Didn't time it properly. Mike Whitney, well placed, took a good catch. That's 4 for 155.
Last ball of this over, as long as it's not a no ball or a wide. Moving the mid-off back. Field just starting to spread a bit now. Oh, he's got him. Yes, got behind. That one bounced. It was a quicker delivery. A beauty it was too. It bounced, hit the edge, went flying away towards the keeper. Healy actually was a little bit surprised by the pace on it. Caught behind. So Bishop is out.
Sam Bishop did well to glove that. That was one of the few balls that has really taken off. He's a big man. You watch this replay, the ball really bounces, and Bishop got a glove or bat to it. It really did take off, and just short of a good length, maybe a glove. Healy took the catch. That's probably the end for the West Indian side, although Ambrose, the non-strike, was in with an over or so to go. But Bishop out for 11. He played pretty well. It's 9 for 75.
It on and straight to him. Damien Martin. He took the first catch of the innings, and he's got rid of the dangerous Inzamam Al-Haq.
Yes, this is a good wicket for Australia. Just when Pakistan seemed to be creeping up on them with this run rate, Inzamam Al-Haq goes. Very comfortable catch there by Damien Martin. Pakistan lose their 4th wicket. 4 for 91.
Oh, he's bowled him. He's tried to hoik that one to mid-wicket, missed it completely, and back have gone the stumps. The Australians definitely needed a breakthrough. Mark Waugh has provided it.
Definitely what Australia needs at this time, or maybe another 2 or 3 like that. Lara trying to hit this one over the mid-wicket region, missing completely. Mark Waugh celebrates. West Indies lose another wicket. Brian Lara, very good innings by Brian Lara. He goes for 74 off 123 balls. It's 3 for 158.
2 men in the deep on the onside. This time he goes, caught! What a catch! That's a catch of the season! Mark Taylor, wow, could it win the match? It was a gem. He hit that off the meat of the bat. It was only a foot off the ground. He dived forward and took a gem in front of 74,000 Victorians.
Mark Taylor has been the ace catcher in the World Series competition, mostly in the slips, but they don't come much better than that. Perhaps just a change of pace that caused Richie Richardson to mistime it. West Indies 5 for 178.
On the offside, cover in the gully. It's in the air, it's out. Got to be out. Oh dear, it's all happening.
Yes, that wasn't too smart. But that was a real panic shot, charging down the track, and in the end just ballooned off the bat, straight up into the air, off the splice, and a simple catch for the bowler. So Australia staying in this game as the West Indies lose their 7th wicket with 187 on the board.
It's in the air, this will be out. They're going for it. Jones, he'll catch this for sure. Yes, sir. That's it. That's going to be it. 9 out.
Dean Jones, very cool there in that situation. The ball skied high and he had to come around. He had quite a bit of territory to cover. He also had another Australian fieldsman coming out of the circle towards him.
Hanson comes on strike. Mark Waugh. There it goes. It's in the air. It's going to be safe. We'll come back for 2. So it could be a tie.
From the batsman's point of view, the best place to go is straight at either end of the ground, because that's the quickest part of the ground as well as the shortest part. And in the heavy sand, straight down the ground is the quickest part of the field.
Cummins on strike. He's got it. Won't go for 4. McDermott will cover this. In fact, he'll catch it. They're all out. What a victory.
Hooper in the air again. This time he won't be so lucky. Paul Rifle as the fieldsman at mid-on. He was going along very well. In the end, it was just ridiculous batting to keep hitting the ball in the air.
78 balls for 71 runs. And that's got to be out. Straight up in the air. Border won't drop that. So that's the end of Javed Miandad, and possibly also the end of Pakistan. He tried to pull that one away over the top of mid-wicket. Splashed the ball in the air. Perhaps it was bowled slightly quicker by Mark Waugh. One way or the other, Javed Miandad's out caught.
It certainly got on him too quickly. He hit it very high on the bat, right up on the splice, and a simple catch for Alan Border. Mark Waugh doesn't miss out on getting a wicket too often when he comes on. He's done it again, and Pakistan are 5 for 142.
And there is a soft dismissal. Mark Waugh has broken through just when Rutherford and Latham were looking very, very dangerous. A bottom edge from Ken Rutherford, attempting the cut. And New Zealand suddenly have had a dramatic reverse.
Well, Mark Waugh will feel that that is justice after having Rutherford dropped in his previous over. Rutherford having a few words with Latham as he leaves. It's 2 for 66.
Giving themselves a realistic chance now of actually pulling it off.
Kevin Larson on strike. Fouled him. Swell delivery. Beautiful delivery from Mark Waugh. And that could be the end for New Zealand. Right on line for the second time tonight. He hits the stumps.
So Mark Waugh certainly struck.
Adrian Caper of South Africa to stay in this match. Rhodes, thick outside edge.
A good little innings there from Rhodes in terms of balls faced and runs scored. Almost even. David Richardson is...
The man there has been almost at backward point and is now being moved in.
Gone, caught behind. That's well bowled. Mark Waugh has swung the ball only away from the bat, but that's the main delivery. That's the best delivery. That's beautifully bowled. And I think the point Lee Irvin was making could hardly be shown in a better fashion than that. No footwork at all for Hansi Cronje. 2 for 48.
Border has taken the catch. So that was the end of Kepler Wessels. Some very good bowling there from Mark Waugh. Wessels caught Border, bowled Mark Waugh for 12. Mark Waugh has been kept on by his skipper here in this situation. He's done a terrific job, not giving Wessels any room outside off stump. He smacked that one straight to Border. Border taking A smart catch there in the covers. So that's 5 down for 186.
Richardson goes for the big one again. This is up in the air, and a running catch by Michael Slater, and a good one too. And the end of Dave Richardson, but a valuable little innings of 25, his top score in the tournament so far, and made at a decent pace, carrying on from Gary Kirsten and from Cullinan, and with the example set by Cronje.
He's had to come a long way, all of 20 metres off the fence. They're never easy. But good hands to Slater. And Latif is injured, so things now looking a bit bleak for the Pakistanis.
Caught behind, and that is the third catch for Philip Emery in his debut match for Australia. The wicket keepers have hardly had anything to do behind the stumps. A few stumpings, maybe more stumpings than catches. So Akram Raza out for a duck. And now things looking very bleak for Pakistan.
Nice little outswinger, just enough for the new batsman.
There's been expensive
Yeah, the bat manufacturers have got a bit to answer for, I think. Caught by his brother. Mark Waugh's first delivery finishes up in the hands of his twin brother, Steve Waugh.
Well, that dismissal is very disappointing from Michael Atherton and England's point of view. It's a lackadaisical type of shot outside off stump, really to Mark Waugh's loosener. The bat well away from his body, the simplest of catches to brother Steve, and England now 31 for 2.
Shout there from Healy, and Thorpe is gone. So he must have just caught up with that one or gloved it. Mark Waugh has struck again.
Well, that's what we call in the professional game a bit of a strangle. A very loose delivery by Mark Waugh, going down the leg side. Graham Thorpe following it round. Healy in an excellent position to take the catch. An unlucky dismissal for Graham Thorpe, but all the same, England.
Mark Waugh hits it down the throat of Slater. Yes, he's gone. Hayden pulling Mark Waugh, a long hop straight down the throat of Michael Slater. And that's disappointing. He got to 50, hit 7 boundaries, and that's a vital wicket for the Australian side as Jeff Boycott and Tony Gregg take up the commentary.
Yes, he's not happy with that, nor should he be. He's used up a lot of balls, and there's a man back there. He went for the pull shot, and it was onto him just a little quicker than he expected, and it really did go straight down Slater's throat. 92 balls for his 50, and now he's back on his way to the dressing room. 3 for 105.
Larson on the way forward. He was set on the crease, but going down leg.
He's out. Down to rifle at mid-on. Gavin Larson has holed out. Well, the first ball of Mark Waugh's over. He tried to do something, but he hit a pretty straightforward catch straight to Paul Rifle. He made no mistake, so New Zealand in further trouble.
Yes, we're seeing here on the bank in New Zealand replay. That ball was up there. Larson didn't get enough bat on it and just had a very comfortable catch to mid-on.
Well, Gavin Larson gone, 199 for 8.
One from Waugh. And he's out as he caught. He's got a fine edge, so the third ball's enough. And Mark Waugh has success, which eluded him earlier. And he's delighted because Stephen